Billy, commiserations. What were your thoughts on that? What were your feelings at the full time after the game today?
Everything a losing manager feels. You're disappointed, but proud at the same time, because a lot of managers when beaten say that as well. Because there's a massive gulf between the teams. But I thought we asked them questions at certain times in the game today. I really did. We lost goals at bad times because I'm trying to get it to half time. Had a plan in my head. Then we lost a goal when we were going to make a kind of attacking substitution, which made it more difficult. Then we get back in the game and then we lose another goal in 91 minutes. So sometimes you use the phrase you're proud of your players and just throw it out there. I love working with this group. They're tremendous. They love coming into their work every day. And after being idle for 5 weeks or so, I thought they put on a hell of a performance.
What were your thoughts when the goal went in to make it 2-1? Do you really think you could have a go in those final 5 minutes?
Yeah, we were 4-4-2, and I wanted to get the pace up front to test their centre halves. If you play open against Celtic, you know what can happen. Teams have been demolished by them this season and lost by 4, 5, 6, 7 goals at times. So you have to be careful, especially when you're a championship side. I told you I wanted the balance. We had to dig in. Thought it was working. I thought our fans were getting a wee bit frustrated just before coming to the end of the half. But they carried out the tactics for my staff and I to the letter of the law, and maybe 1 or 2 wee tweaks at half time gave us a little bit more possession, but not enough. But overall, absolutely thrilled by the way they dug in there and what they gave me in terms of effort and determination.
You talk about the pride you have for your team. How is the dressing room at the full time? What have you said to them? What have you said to them going forwards?
I realise how good a team we are. Hope we get a smoother run at it next season in terms of injuries, and we can be a force in the championship next season in terms of trying to achieve promotion. That's our aim. Now, cup final's great. We nearly pulled off another minor miracle by getting into the playoffs with the injuries we had, and we got out the League Cup stages, which is a big bonus for us. So overall, it's not been a successful season. I used the word successful. I think it's been a real positive season. We've ended up not achieving what we aimed to get, but overall we were that close to having a couple of minor miracles.
Cracking goal you got, Billy?
What's that?
Cracking goal.
It was just, well, I've got quality as well. There's no many games we play in, whether it's the championship or cup games, that we don't score goals. We don't score goals. And I had it in my head to try and keep in the game for as long as we could and then have a go. And just as I was going to have a go, they score. And I'm praying for VAR for a change. It didn't quite materialise, but it shows you we all say it, every manager says it, the character and all that we have, and we certainly did to come back into the game. And Wallace Duffy whips in a great ball, and it's a brilliant finish for Dan Mackay, a little bit like the goal in the semi-final.
Well, you were talking about the injuries. Remember up middle of winter when you were right down to the bare bones, you barely got a team out, and you looked really done in with the whole thing. Could you ever imagine being here with your team having done this in the Scottish Cup final?
If I had, yeah, it's a good. If I had my full team built, I know. I'm not saying I imagine being here, but if I had my full team, I know we wouldn't have been as demoralised as we were, because we were. Every week, I saw whether I lost a player in training. Nathan Shaw pulled his hamstring with a finish one day, and then the next week, Robbie Dees in the last minute breaks his leg against Wraith. That's the kind of things that were happening constantly. It wasn't just 2 or 3. You prepare your squad for a season and you'll take 3 or 4 injuries. When you got 10, and I'm putting out young boys against Hamilton and a school kid against Queen's Park in the league, you know you're up against it. And sometimes we have to be realistic and stand back and say we're a good team, but we've not got all our players. Some people could see it, some people couldn't. But I take the chance when I say once I get my players back we'll win games, because if I don't, I'm out the door. And when I got my players back, we went on that run, which was tremendous, and then it's just a shootout against Ayr United, and we came out on the wrong side. But we're not this is the big one for me, we're not a team, everybody says finish 6th. We're not a team, we finished 6th, that's on paper. We finished 6th by 1 goal. If we score the winner against Ayr in the last minute, we're 3rd. So that's how close it was. There wasn't a 20-point gap between 5th and 6th, and we're a toiling team. We're a good team.
Can the finances for this
help you next season?
Oh, I'm hoping, Scott.
Improve and go win the league?
I would say achieve promotion. I'm hoping. I would love to win the league, of course, but I'm not going to say Inverness Caledonian Thistle are going to win the league when I've got Dundee United in there, possibly Ross County, maybe Partick again, maybe United who finish second, maybe Wraith Rovers who are spending. It's tough.
What's the latest with your own situation?
We're ongoing just now. We'll have news in the next, hopefully, few days, Robert. So that's where I am just now. But
You're speaking as if you intend to be there next season, carry on next season.
hopefully, yeah, if everything's right. Yeah, I can't elaborate on that. When you're sorting out your own wages, you make sure you get what you want, don't you? All right. Cheers, boys. Thanks.